probably folks that say Joe the hunting gear guy. Usually when I go out hunting or maple seeding or whatever, I carry a nice little folding knife, nice little cheap little folding knife. I like something that's got like a decent sized blade on it and something that clips onto your pants. And I typically like a G10 kind of a material, something that's I don't know, lighter and not quite as like, you can get pretty light steel or aluminum frame knives, but I find if I have to skin out a deer in November, it's kind of cold on the hands. So yeah, I've been using these cheap ones. I thought like, you know what, I'd like to see the difference between this and like a nicer one. So I reached out to Tekto to try out their F2 Bravo. This is similar to this other knife, except it's a lot more expensive and it's a higher quality knife by far, right? You can tell just by looking at it that it's a nicer knife. I do like that it's not serrated. I don't know. Every time I try to cut something with like a serrated knife, I end up just making a mess of it. So I'd rather just have a nice long blade. And these are easier to resharpen when you need to, right? Whereas the serrations are a little bit harder. I don't really want to do that. Still got that same G10 handle material on this one. That makes it nice in the cold. There is aluminum on the inside there. We can see right there. And again, nice lightweight knife. The differences are a couple. Okay, the steel on this is using a D2, which is pretty good in terms of edge retention. Pretty good in terms of rust resistance and corrosion resistance, that kind of thing as well. This handle is also quite a bit bigger, so you can see there that it still sticks out after I open up my hand, whereas like a little guy right here, I'm basically getting 3 fingers on it and not much else. So kind of nice from that perspective. The other things that you get off of this one, it's got a little lanyard loop. I'm not going to use it. That can also be used as a windbreaker. I don't think I'm going to need to use that. I don't think so. And then the other big one is that it's got that little flicker at the back there. You can flick to open that blade up, and it is pretty. Like once that liner lock is out of the way, it's pretty loose to come down. Once it is down, though, it's not likely to catch on anything in your pocket. I actually have this one. See that blade there? Every once in a while, like I got my finger or something in my pocket, like hooked in there. You can't put this knife in a pocket that has anything else in it. This one's fine. The latch there is a little bit short, but I find like it gives me enough room to get my pants in underneath, and I can put it in there just fine. That all works fine. Not that some of these other ones didn't do it well, but I have some knives that are the clip is like impossibly hard to get on your pants. I just want to be able to put it in there and grab that edge so it just like stays in there and doesn't move around, right? Just getting into some of the specs here. I'm gonna put all these in millimeters because that's what my boys got in my notes here. But keep them. I'll put up the imperial versions as well. So the blade is an 85 millimeters length on that. The handle is 110 millimeters overall. With the whole thing out, it's 195. Handle's G10. We do have a nice liner lock on this thing. It's got a nice crisp click to it. Oh, let me do that to the microphone here. Nice click, and very secure as well. Some of the other knives that I have, when you click the knife out, it's not really that positive, I guess. Yeah, not really that positive. Oh, and I just realized that this one's starting to get loose on me, so I guess I'll have to get that going. Yeah, so it's got a really nice liner lock on it, really nice smooth blade opening. Even if you were just like open it with your fingers, very lightweight. Like I'm not putting hardly any pressure on this thing. It's just very easy to move back or forth because that liner isn't really putting like a lot of resistance on it. Like this one is quite a bit more compared to this guy, and it does have a nice click down there, so it's pretty secure when it's sitting in there. It's not going to come out. I guess this one won't really come out either. I wonder if this one will. Yep. That one will come out. In terms of width, it's nice and skinny. So it's really not going to take too much space up inside your pocket. Which again is nice. Like again, I'm carrying a folding knife pretty much anytime I'm out of the house. for opening stuff, or if I'm at a PAL course, I like the G10 handles, because a lot of times, like, students will get stuff stuck. They'll get like a cartridge stuck, or they'll ram something where they're not supposed to, and it's nice to be able to pry on it with something that's not going to scratch my gun. So G10 on the outside is nice, and then if I've got to pry out a cartridge inside the chamber, just a plain blade is nice for that kind of stuff. Weight, we've got 68 grams. The blade hardness is between 58 and 60 Rockwell hardness, and that clip is 5.6 millimeters if you care for the depth. I don't. I think like that clip amount is fine. I'm going to clip it to my pants or whatever, and that's fine. Right out of the box, great sharpness. Really, really nice edge on this thing compared to some of my other ones. It's got a very thin edge on there. Let's see if I can pick it up there. Very thin edge where that isn't coated in this stuff here. Good for general duty stuff. I don't think I'd be I wouldn't use this tip as a screwdriver, because it's got a very fine point on it. I don't think it's going to be good for that kind of thing. I don't think, and just while I'm on the negatives here, the case that it comes with, it feels pretty cheap. This feels like a pretty, I don't even think there's a point in having the case, right? The whole point of a clip knife like this is that you clip it to your pants around the inside or something like that, and not that you carry it inside a bulky case. So I wouldn't do that. The box itself that it comes in looks fine, I guess. I don't know. I don't really care about the box. I don't really care about the case. I care about the knife itself, and it's pretty nice from my perspective. Depending on how you like your clip, this one has the clip kind of on the bottom of the knife, which if you're reaching into your pocket to grab the knife, it's going to be the right side, because that is the one that you need to grab anyways. But if you're used to having your knives where the blade and the clip are kind of on the same side, it's going to be different from that. All in all, good little knife. Up there in price, keep in mind. But if you want one that's better than the Canadian Tire or Walmart or Home Depot knives that you might be using, you might want to take a look at the Tekto knife. Thanks for watching.